to show you how to make the Five Guys grilled cheese cheeseburger, so let's get started with the video. First, we're going to prepare our ingredients. Begin by chopping up some lettuce. I'm roughly chopping the lettuce instead of shredding it because that's how they do it at Five Guys. Next, slice one tomato. When you're finished, set your tomatoes and lettuce to the side. Next, in a pan over medium heat, add 4 slices of bacon. Cook your bacon until it is crispy. While cooking the bacon, make sure to flip them over occasionally so that they cook evenly on both sides. When the bacon has finished cooking, remove them from the pan and place them on a paper towel covered plate. Next, in a small bowl, add 1 tablespoon of seasoned salt and a half a tablespoon of pepper. Mix everything together and then set it to the side. Next, we're going to prepare the burger patties. Roll about a handful of beef into a medium-sized ball and then place it on a piece of parchment paper. Then flatten and shape the beef into a circle to form your patty. Once you are finished making your patties, you can begin cooking them. Place the burger patty in the same pan you cooked the bacon and let it cook over medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes. While your burger is cooking, season it with the salt and pepper mixture we made before, and then flatten it with a spatula. After the 2 to 3 minutes are up, flip your burger and then let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Once your burger is finished cooking, set it to the side. Repeat this process with your second burger patty. Oh, and fun fact, Five Guys doesn't season their burgers. Their burgers are just really good on their own. But I wasn't about to just not season my burger, so I wasn't gonna do that. After you flipped your burger, place a slice of American cheese on top of your second patty. Continue to let it cook and then place the other patty that we cooked before on top of the second one. Once you have finished cooking your burger, set them to the side. Next, we're going to prepare the buns. I'm using brioche buns. Five Guys uses sesame buns, however you can use whatever type of bun you like. Spread mayonnaise on the inside of the buns. Then place the buns in a pan over medium heat. Place a slice of American cheese on each bun and then toast them until golden brown. Once the buns have finished cooking, remove them from the pan and place them on a sheet of tinfoil. Now you can begin assembling your grilled cheeseburger. First, add your preferred toppings. I added ketchup and mustard to the bottom bun, and mayo to the top bun. Then I added diced onions, lettuce, and 2 slices of tomatoes on the top bun. On the bottom bun, I added some bacon and the burger patties. Place the top bun on top and then wrap your burger in the tinfoil. By the way, you can assemble your grilled cheeseburger while your buns are toasting in the pan. I just decided not to because I had a lot of toppings and it was easier to assemble my burger on the tinfoil than it would have been in the pan. Once you've wrapped up your burger, you are all finished. This is optional, but you can also cook some frozen fries in the air fryer or oven to go with your burger. When your fries are done cooking, season them with Cajun seasoning or salt. Once you finish cooking everything, you can go ahead and plate it up. And this is the finished result. Placing the burger in the tinfoil makes the cheese all nice and melty and keeps your burger warm. This grilled cheese cheeseburger was just as good as it looked. It even smelled like Five Guys. It was just so delicious. Oh, and it wouldn't be a true Five Guys meal if I didn't add malt vinegar to my ketchup. Does anyone else do this, or do you just dip it in the malt vinegar? Comment down below. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be showing you how to make Instant Pot pulled pork. This was so freaking good, and I'm really excited to show you guys, so let's get started with the video. Begin by cleaning a 3 to 4 pound pork shoulder. I cleaned my pork shoulder in the sink, I rinsed it with some water, and then I poured some vinegar on it. Then I also used a lime to clean the pork shoulder. I sliced it in half and then squeezed the juice out onto the pork shoulder. Then after squeezing all the juice out of the lime, I rubbed it onto the pork shoulder. Then I let my pork shoulder sit for about 2 minutes and rinsed it with water and took it out. Make sure to clean your sink after cleaning your pork shoulder. After you finish cleaning your pork shoulder, pat it dry with some paper towels. When you're finished, trim the fat off of your pork shoulder. Then, cut your pork shoulder into pieces. When you finish cutting up your pork shoulder, set it to the side. Next, we're going to make our seasoning blend. In a small bowl, mix together 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. When you're finished, set your seasonings to the side. Place your pieces of pork shoulder in a large bowl. Then pour about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil on your pieces of pork shoulder. Rub the olive oil onto the pork to make sure each piece is coated. Then add your seasonings. Rub the seasonings onto the pork. Make sure all of your pieces of pork are completely coated in the seasonings. When you're finished, set your pork to the side. Next, in a bowl, add 1 cup of chicken broth, 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of barbecue sauce, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then mix everything until well combined. When you're finished, set your mixture to the side. Next, set your Instant Pot to sauté. Then add 2 tablespoons of olive oil into your Instant Pot. Once your Instant Pot is hot, sear your pieces of pork shoulder for about 1 minute on each side. Once you've finished searing all your pieces of pork, take them out of the Instant Pot. Then turn off your Instant Pot and add 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Use a rubber spatula or a wooden spoon to deglaze the bottom of your pot. Then add your pork back into the pot. Once you've added all of your pork, pour in your barbecue sauce mixture from before. Next, place the lid on your Instant Pot and close it. Next, set the Instant Pot to pressure cook and then press the plus sign button until it reaches 60 minutes. After an hour, do a natural release for 15 minutes. Which basically means that the Instant Pot is going to cool down naturally. All you have to do is leave it alone for the 15 minutes. Next, release the vent on your Instant Pot and open the lid. Now that everything is finished cooking, take your pork out of the Instant Pot. This is optional, but you can skim the fat from your leftover barbecue sauce mixture. Place your pieces of pork in a large bowl and then shred them. Use 2 large forks to shred and pull your pork apart. When you finish shredding your pork, put it back into the Instant Pot. Let your pulled pork soak in the barbecue mixture for about 5 or 10 minutes. This is going to make your pulled pork really juicy. Then take your pork out of the Instant Pot and place it back into the bowl. Next, add 1 cup of barbecue sauce. Mix the barbecue sauce in with the pork and you are all finished. Now that you've finished making your pulled pork, we're going to move on and make our coleslaw. In a small bowl, add 1 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a half a teaspoon of onion powder. Mix everything together until well combined. In a bowl, add 16 ounces of coleslaw mix, and then add your mixture from before. Then mix everything together until well combined. When you're finished, set your coleslaw to the side or place it in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Next, we're going to toast our buns. In a pan over medium heat, add butter. Once your butter has melted, add your buns and toast them until golden brown. By the way, I'm using brioche buns. Once you finish toasting your buns, take them out of the pan and go ahead and assemble your pulled pork sandwich. And this is the finished result. This pulled pork sandwich was so good. It was juicy and it tasted delicious. The pulled pork by itself is really good. I had to stop myself from eating it while making this video. The sandwich as a whole was excellent. I was so full after eating it. The coleslaw went with the pulled pork perfectly. 10 out of 10 would totally recommend making this. Oh, and by the way, you can use whatever barbecue sauce you want for this recipe. I use my favorite barbecue sauce, which is from 4 Rivers. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make an easy and delicious Rotel dip. So let's get started with the video. In a pot over medium heat, add olive oil. Then add 1 pound of ground turkey or ground beef. Break up the meat and then add the seasonings of your choice. The seasonings I used were seasoned salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, and ground cumin. Then cook the ground turkey until it has browned. As I was cooking, I added some more chili powder and some Creole seasoning. Once the ground turkey has browned and completely cooked through, add half a diced red onion and 1 diced jalapeno. Cook the onions and jalapenos with the ground turkey for around 3 minutes. Then mix in 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. Next, add a half a cup of heavy cream, 16 ounces of Blvd cheese, 6 ounces of pepper jack cheese, and 8 ounces of cream cheese. Then mix everything together until the cheese has completely melted and everything is well combined. Once the cheese is melted and everything is mixed together, turn off the heat and add 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped cilantro. When you're finished, your Rotel dip should look like this. Now all you have to do is plate it up. And this is the finished result. This Rotel dip is absolutely delicious. It's creamy, cheesy, and packed full of flavor. It tastes amazing with Doritos. I like to eat it with the spicy, sweet chili Doritos. Those are my favorite. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! This drink is cool, refreshing, and perfect for the summer heat. Today I'm going to show you how to make this creamy frozen watermelon lemonade. First, cut half a watermelon into cubes, then freeze it. But if you don't feel like cutting a whole watermelon, you can always just freeze the pre-cut watermelon sold in stores. Next, cut 4 to 5 lemons and then squeeze the juice from the lemons in a measuring cup. You should end up with a half a cup of lemon juice. Now add 5 cups of cubed frozen watermelon in a high-powered blender. Then add 2 cups of ice, half a cup of lemon juice, half a cup of condensed milk, and half a cup of water. Cover the blender and blend everything until smooth. If you're having trouble blending everything together, try cutting the watermelon into smaller pieces or blending the watermelon first and then adding the other ingredients. Once you finish blending everything together, pour the frozen watermelon lemonade in a glass. Then garnish the top with cubed watermelon, a slice of lemon, and mint. And this is the finished result. This drink is so good, it's sweet and refreshing. Absolutely perfect for a hot summer day. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today we will be making these quick and easy hot dog recipes. The 3 hot dog recipes we're going to make are the New York style hot dog, the Chicago style hot dog, and the Coney Island hot dog. So let's get started with the video. First, we're going to make the red sauce for our New York style hot dog. Start by thinly slicing 1 onion. Next, in a pan over medium heat, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add your onions. Next, saute your onions for about 5 minutes or until they are soft. Once you sauteed your onions, add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Cook the tomato paste with the onions for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then add 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of brown sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of hot sauce. Mix everything together and then add 1/2 cup of water. Once you've mixed everything together, reduce your heat to low and let your mixture simmer for about 10 minutes. Once everything has finished cooking, take it out of the pan and set it to the side. Next, we're going to make the chili for our Coney Island hot dog. In a pot over medium heat, add olive oil. Then add the ground meat of your choice. I'm using turkey meat. And 1 diced onion. Then season your ground meat and onions. I seasoned mine with seasoned salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and pepper. Once you've seasoned your ground meat, cook it until it is browned. Once your ground meat has finished cooking, add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of mustard, 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of light brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Mix everything together until well combined and then add 1 cup of chicken broth. Now let your chili simmer for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, your chili should be thick and you will be all finished. Now we can begin making our hot dogs. Go ahead and cook your hot dogs however you like. I like to cook mine on a pan over medium heat, but you can cook yours by boiling them or cooking them in the microwave or grilling them. When you finish cooking your hot dogs, set them to the side. This is optional, but you can also steam your buns. All you have to do is place your buns in the pan, add a bit of water, and then cover with a lid. Once the water has evaporated and your buns are soft and warm, you can go ahead and take them out of the pan. Now that our hot dogs and buns are ready, we can begin assembling our hot dogs. First, we're going to make the Chicago dog. First, add mustard, then 2 tomato slices, one whole dill pickle, relish, diced onions, two pepperoncini peppers, and a sprinkle of celery salt on top. Next, we're going to make the New York style hot dog. First, add some sauerkraut, then add your red sauce, and finally add a drizzle of spicy brown mustard on top. Last but not least, we're going to make the Coney Island hot dog. First, add your chili, then some diced onions, and finally drizzle some mustard on top. And this is the finished result. These hot dogs tasted great and they were so good. My favorite was the Chicago dog. These recipes are quick and easy and I totally recommend it if you just want a quick lunch. Oh, the hot dogs also went really well with some onion rings I made. It was the best. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make these delicious fried seafood deviled eggs. These tasted great and they were easy to make, so let's get started with the video. Begin by chopping some fresh chives and then set them to the side to use later. Next, in a large pot of water, add 1 tablespoon of vinegar and 1 tablespoon of liquid seafood boil. The vinegar helps you pick the crabs and the liquid seafood boil adds flavor. Bring the water to a boil and then cook 2 snow crab legs for about 5 minutes. When you finish cooking your snow crab legs, remove the meat from the crabs. When you're finished, set your crab meat to the side. Next, peel and devein some shrimp. When you're finished, add some butter to a pan over medium heat. Once the butter has melted, add your shrimp. Then add your seasonings. The seasonings I added were pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Old Bay, and paprika. Then proceed to saute your shrimp for about 4 to 5 minutes. When you finish cooking your shrimp, chop them into tiny pieces. Then set your shrimp to the side. Boil 6 eggs for 10 to 12 minutes. When your eggs have finished cooking, place them in an ice bath and then remove the shell from the eggs. And this is me trying out a trick I saw on TikTok where you use the spoon to remove the shell, but I couldn't do it as smoothly as the lady in the video. Next, cut your eggs in half and remove the yolk. Now mash the egg yolks with a fork. Next, add 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 to 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of relish, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Mix that all together and then add 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay hot sauce, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of your crab meat, and 2 tablespoons of your chopped shrimp. Then mix everything until well combined. When you're finished, set your mixture to the side. Next, in a bowl, beat 2 eggs, then in another bowl add panko breadcrumbs, and in one final bowl add flour. Now coat your egg whites in the flour, eggs, and panko. Then just repeat this process with the rest of your eggs. When you're finished, you can begin frying them. Fry your eggs for about 2 to 3 minutes or until golden brown. When your eggs have finished cooking, place them on a wire rack or a paper towel covered plate. Next, add your egg yolk mixture into a piping bag. Then pipe the mixture onto your eggs. After you've done that, add some snow crab meat on top, some chives, and a bit of paprika. Then repeat this process with the rest of your eggs. And this is the finished result. These came out beautifully, they tasted great, and they look awesome. I think these would make a great appetizer for like a barbecue or a get-together. Frying them gave them a nice crunch, but this is also optional, you don't have to fry them, mainly because the recipe still works whether you fry them or not. And the fresh chives on top made it even better. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok grinder pasta salad. So let's get started with the video. We're going to begin by prepping the ingredients. First, chop some lettuce. Next, dice 1 tomato. Then cut provolone cheese, turkey, and pepperoni into small pieces. When you're finished, set your ingredients to the side. Next, in a large pot filled with water, add salt. Bring the water to a boil and then add 8 ounces of rotini pasta. Then cook the pasta according to the instructions on the package. Once the pasta is finished cooking, transfer it to a strainer and then rinse it under cold water. After that, set it to the side until you're ready to use it. Next, we're going to make the grinder salad dressing. In a bowl, add a half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of deli dressing, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Then mix everything together until well combined. This is optional, but you can also add a tablespoon of banana pepper juice. Once everything is mixed together, set the dressing to the side. Next, in a large bowl, add the pasta. Then add a half a cup of turkey, a 1/4 cup of pepperoni, a 1/4 cup of provolone cheese, half a cup of diced red onions, half a cup of diced tomatoes, half a cup of sliced banana peppers, and 1 cup of iceberg lettuce. Then add the grinder salad dressing. Once you've added all of your ingredients, mix everything together until well combined. Once you finish mixing everything together, go ahead and plate it up. All you have to do is sprinkle some grated Parmesan cheese and parsley on top and you are all done. And this is the finished result. This pasta salad was absolutely delicious and easy to make. It's super refreshing and makes a great lunch. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious apple pie cinnamon roll casserole, so let's get started with the video. First, open 1 can of Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. Then cut each cinnamon roll into 4 pieces. When you're finished, set the cinnamon rolls to the side. Next, we're going to make a cinnamon crumble to go on top of the casserole. In a bowl, add 4 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a dash of ground nutmeg. Mix everything together until the mixture becomes dry and crumbly. When you're finished, set the crumble to the side. Next, in a pie dish, add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Then add the pieces of cinnamon roll. Next, add apple pie filling on top and spread it out evenly. After adding the apple pie filling, add the crumble on top as well. When you're finished, add a bit more cinnamon on top. Then place the casserole in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Once the casserole is finished baking in the oven, pour the icing that's included with the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls on top. And that's it, you're all done. And this is the finished result. This dessert is super quick and easy and delicious. Make sure to top it with your favorite ice cream and enjoy. I ate mine with butter pecan ice cream and it was so good. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry crunch banana pudding, so let's get started with the video. First, we're going to make the strawberry crunch. Start by placing 24 golden Oreos in a food processor. Then blend the Oreos until they become crumbs. Next, pour the Oreo crumbs in a bowl, then add 3 ounces of strawberry jello powder and 4 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter. Mix everything together until the crumbs are well coated in the butter and the mixture becomes nice and crumbly. When you're finished, set the strawberry crunch to the side. Now we're going to make the pudding. In a large bowl, add 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then use an electric mixer to beat the ingredients together until smooth. Next, add instant vanilla and banana cream pudding mix. Then gradually mix in 4 cups of cold milk until fully combined. Don't forget to scrape the sides of the bowl. When you're finished, cover the bowl and place it in the fridge for 30 minutes. While the pudding is chilling in the fridge, we're going to make the whipped cream. For this, you're going to want to make sure your bowl is really cold. A cold bowl helps whipped cream form faster, thicker, and more stable. I would suggest using a glass or metal bowl and chill it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once your bowl is cold, add 2.5 cups of heavy cream. Then add 1/3 cup of powdered sugar and a dash of cinnamon. Now beat everything together until the cream becomes fluffy and stiff peaks form. Once you finish making the whipped cream, the pudding should be finished chilling in the fridge. Remove the pudding from the fridge and uncover it. Then gradually fold the pudding in with the whipped cream. When you're finished mixing the pudding and the whipped cream together, it should look like this. Now place the pudding in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Next, cut 2 to 3 bananas into slices. Then cut 10 strawberries into slices. When you're finished, set the bananas and strawberries to the side. Now add some strawberry glaze into a Ziploc bag. We're going to use this to pipe the glaze onto the pudding. If you don't have strawberry glaze, you can use strawberry syrup instead. After adding the strawberry glaze, close the Ziploc bag and cut the tip off of the bottom of the bag so you can use it as a piping bag. Now that everything has been prepared, we can finally assemble the pudding. In a 9x13 baking dish, add a layer of pudding. Then add a layer of chessmen cookies. After adding the chessmen cookies, add some crushed Nilla wafers. Then add some sliced bananas and strawberries. Next, add a drizzle of strawberry glaze and sprinkle some strawberry crunch on top as well. Then add another layer of pudding. Now repeat the same layers as before. Next, add a final layer of pudding. Then place the dish in the fridge to chill for 1 hour or overnight. Once the pudding has finished chilling, remove it from the fridge and decorate the top with strawberry crunch, cookies, sliced bananas, and strawberries. Finish it off with a drizzle of strawberry glaze and a sprinkle of strawberry crunch on top. And that's it, you're all done. And this is the finished result. Not only does the pudding look amazing, but it tastes great too. It's sweet but not too sweet, and the bananas and strawberries taste great together. This pudding is an absolute hit in my house, and it's sure to impress if you make it for friends and family. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the viral TikTok s'mores cookies, so let's get started with the video. Begin by placing 4 graham crackers on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Make sure you space the graham crackers far apart from each other. Next, add 3 squares of Hershey's chocolate on each graham cracker. Then add 1 large marshmallow on each one as well. Next, take some chocolate chip cookie dough and flatten it. I'm using Pillsbury cookie dough. Then place it on top of the marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker. Make sure the cookie dough covers the marshmallow and chocolate and most of the graham cracker. Then repeat this process with the rest of your cookies. When you're finished, place the cookies in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Then let the cookies cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once the cookies have cooled, place them on a plate and enjoy. And this is the finished result! These s'more cookies are so good and make a great summer snack. They were also super easy and fun to make. By the way, you can use other types of chocolate other than the plain Hershey's chocolate. I've seen people use cookies and cream and Reese's peanut butter cups. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I used in this video will be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!